Welcome to this SMMT IAOB YouTube channel video, looking forward to the plans for 2022. So Devin, would you like to give us an insight as to some of your thoughts about where we're going to go with this channel in 2022?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, I'm excited that we're continuing to work on this in 2022. I think this channel is a great initiative and really helps the supply base, the OEMs, and just the whole automotive industry in general. One of the major things we're working on for 2022 is getting back into factories. We're hoping that some of these restrictions are going to loosen up here in the next couple months, as well as we're going to work on reaching out and engaging our followers more. We're working on planning towards the end of February a live stream where users can view us live, answer or ask any questions that they have, and we'll answer them live. And then hopefully within that live stream, we can include some people from industry as well.
No, that's great news. And you heard it first here on the YouTube channel. And Niall, I know in 2022 that IATF has some initiatives. Can you maybe give us an example of where are we going in 2022 with the scheme?
Yeah, of course, Paul. And I think the headline initiatives are things like the introduction of Rules 6th edition, and that's been worked on really throughout 2021. And the expectation is that, say, Q3 2022, Rule 6 should be launched. And again, given the current COVID restrictions, quite how that launch is going to be delivered is a bit up in the air. But hopefully it will be normally the IATF would bring all of the certification bodies together through a big event. I'm not sure that's going to be possible next year with the COVID restrictions as they are, but we'll live in hope that there will be some kind of rollout event or series of events towards the end of next year, launching the Rules 6th edition. And these are the rules that the certification bodies have to abide by.
Yeah, and there is some implications in there for organizations as well. So I'm sure many of our subscribers will be really interested in finding out where the rules for the scheme are heading. Yeah, and I'm sure, Devin, one of the things that many people are thinking, is there any plans to revise IATF 16949? It's been now 5 years. Is there any future plans to actually review the standard?
Yeah, so we are looking at that right now. Obviously, we have a lot of manpower tied up in the release of the rules. But once we get the rules released, it is our plan to start working on the next revision of the standard.
Right. I'm sure that the listeners will be very excited for that maybe coming in 2 or 3 years' time. I guess it's going to take a fair amount of time to get the user feedback, to draft the standard, to get it approved. But it's useful to know that that is going to be coming in the next few years.
Absolutely.
And should provide lots of opportunities for short YouTube videos on some of the key changes, both in the rules and then eventually when we get round to it in the standard itself.
Yeah, and now I know some of the IATF initiatives, have been carried over or will be carried over from 2021 to 22. Can maybe just give us another example of one of the things you're going to be working on next year?
Yeah, I guess the other thing, Paul, and many of our viewers will be sort of familiar with the Red Supplier Program or the OEM complaint process. So one of the things the IATF are doing are rolling out a complaint management system within the IATF database. And initially that will be restricted to IATF OEMs, but the aim eventually is to allow any organization of product from an IATF certified site to raise a performance complaint. So that's something to look out for next year, I think.
Great. So no, again, thanks to everybody for subscribing and for watching this channel. We really are excited about 2022 and continuing in this journey together. And we are always looking for ideas of new topics. So if there's anything that you would like to try and cover in 2022, please do put a comment on the channel. We are always reviewing those and incorporating those into our thinking. So again, wishing everybody a very happy and successful 2022.